a pretty forgiving person. So I thought that I would give Gerber another chance. My wife picked this knife up for me. It's another Gerber, but I would refuse a Gerber that's made overseas anymore. The only kind of Gerber I would try now is American made, and this happens to be a Walmart exclusive American made Gerber. Now, this is the Gerber Order American made tactical folder. I've mentioned before the failure of two Gerber knives I had, so I was curious and interested if things would change with American production. Now, I am happy to say that this is a lot better production. It is a fairly stout knife, and I have experienced zero failure with this knife. Now, this is a 420 HC steel, so this is actually the same kind of steel that Buck uses, but this one is a satin wash, so it's a pretty cool design. Now, what makes this a Walmart exclusive? Well, I'll tell you. The standard Gerber order that's a tactical folder has a black ceramic coated blade and a black rubber over glass filled nylon handle. And you'll see that this is a satin blade, which honestly I prefer, and this is the gray rubber over the black glass filled nylon handle. Again, two things I would prefer. I like this gray color combo on the black, and I really prefer the satin blade over the black blades, just because the black will wear off fairly easily. Doesn't matter what that coating is. With use and sharpening, you are going to get wear on that blade, and for some reason I just prefer a satin style blade. Everybody has their preference. Now, this is 3.1 inches on the blade. Normally though, they would have the serrations in it because it is considered tactical. Now, the Walmart version, of course, is going to be a little less aggressive, so this is just going to be a fine blade, full belly knife. Minus that coating, it's less tactical. Let's be honest. This is more of an EDC, and it's really nice. I mean, I like the color combo with the clip. Again, on the other knife, that's something I should mention. This clip would be black. It gets satin on here. So the color combo is really nice. And the quality, hey, that's nice. I mean, it's got the snap. It's a fluid motion. It locks well. I don't have any problems with it. There is the confidence of using it. Now, I kind of wish they would have done the handle a little bit different and maybe had liners in it, because you do get, just like any other knife of this material, you will get a little bit of squeeze on the handle just because it is a polymer shell. But for this knife being $30, it's kind of one of those things. You got to have the give and take. So I can't have everything I asked for. I do get the American made quality. Thank you, Gerber, for upping your game on your American made knives. Now let's switch all production to America. And I do like the style of this blade. It's almost a harpoon top, which is that style design. I am really glad that the serrations are removed from it so that it is just a full belly fine blade. I prefer that because if you're going to use it, I don't ever use the serrations to saw things. I just like a knife that's nice and smooth and I can cut. I'm going to carry this one. I'm going to use it and I'm going to give it a try. Now, made in Portland, Oregon, US made, that's pretty impressive. And they actually tell you it's 420 HC steel on the blade. So Gerber was brave with this one. They weren't trying to hide anything, which is honestly what I feel like they did on some of those Chinese made, things they put out there that are just absolute trash. This is something considerably different. It's also, because it's a Walmart exclusive, it's very different from the standard Gerber order. Like I said, that black blade, hey, some people, that's their thing, and it may be real cool and a nice knife, but I'm glad Walmart got this exclusive, minus the serrations and everything. Really cool color combo. I'm willing to give them a chance. I just needed them to up their game. It appears that they have, and hopefully it stays that way. Now, this knife doesn't seem to be serviceable. It's very similar to the Buck Bantams, their entry style American made folders. It does just carry pins as opposed to any type of screws or any type of modifications you can make to the handle. It's just pressed and it holds everything in place. You can hear that snap. It's not overwhelming. It's not a very stiff motion on the blade, but I do want to show you something kind of cool. It does have a partial lock. So, I was trying to figure out why in the world would you have that little bit of hesitation. That's why right there. Whenever you're closing the knife, if it didn't have this partial, you hear that? If it didn't have that partial lock and my hand was right here, guess what? That would get me. So if you look on this knife, well, it's kind of hard to see, but it's got this little hitch right there where it catches. Look at that. So that's a good design. There was a lot of thought that went into this knife. Maybe that's the difference. When you design it and build it in Portland, Oregon, you get a better knife. So that was something cool I discovered. And you can pause it right there and then give it the force to open it. But whenever you're closing it, it's meant to be a two-hand closer. It does catch right there. Then you can move your hand and get it out of the way. I don't do the fancy closing it one hand thing with this knife. So, you want to give Gerber a try? This is one that at the time I can recommend. It's a nice knife. Again, it was $30. You will find them online for about $24 for the all black. I've seen them kind of clearance blowout prices, but most of them are around $30, $35. Walmart's pretty steadfast on the $30 price I've seen online. They're fairly hard to find, especially being in the box. They only had 2 at the local Walmart, and it was one of 2 Walmarts in a 50 area radius that actually had them in stock. You can get them offline, but sometimes it says they only have 1, 2, or 3 available. So if you're looking for one, I hope you find one. If you go online, maybe you can get one and have it shipped to your local Walmart. $30 EDC, good quality, American made, and we'll see how it holds up. I'll do a review on it in a few months, maybe a year, and see how it turned out. So look forward to that. My next knife is something kind of cool. I'm going back to that auto design. It's not an out the front, but it is an auto opening knife. No, that is not a clip out of my AK-47. I'm a Mini 14 kind of guy anyway, but I still have an AK. But the box is actually the shape of an AK clip. So find out what this is all about. It's a cool knife. Look forward to that. Happy hunting, and I hope you get yourself an American-made redemption blade. Good luck. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.